right, welcome back to episode 83 of the Hops and or Bops podcast.
I'm and/or Joe.
Today we got a bit of a doozy for you. We got the new Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Unlimited Love, and to pair with that, we have these beautiful looking Warhead Extreme Sour. They're just sour ales, right? From Artisanal Brew Works. Yep. We've got a 4-pack of these lovely flavors of blue raspberry, watermelon, green apple, and lemon. We're going to try them all out, do a bit of a taste test, and we will see how sour they get.
Inspired by the childhood candy.
That's right, yes.
Yeah.
They're in collaboration with Impact Confections, which is who makes
pretty
Warheads.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, so from artisanalbrewworks.com. Yep. Warhead's Extreme Sour is made in collaboration with them, the makers of the candy. Just like the candy, these beers are sweet, sour, and crushable pint after pint. Each ale in our Warhead's Extreme Sour Candy Ale series features a different Warhead's Extreme Sour Candy or Smash Ups candy flavoring and has been brewed to match the point when the candy goes from sour to sweet and the flavor pops out. We chose this stage of the candy to mimic our ales after, as we sought a delicate balance between sourness, flavor, sweetness, and drinkability in R&D. The result is a drink that's nostalgic, fun, and crushable pint after pint. I think they already used that. Yeah, whatever. All right, what do you want to start with? You said you want to end with the blue raspberry.
I think we should end with blue raspberry. I feel like that's going to be...
Can we just go down the line?
Let's do it, yeah.
Yeah, let's go down the line. Lemon it is. Here we go. Just a standard sour flavor.
I'm gonna, just pull up the lemon.
Lemon Warhead Extreme Sour.
I think this one might be the most sour because lemon is kind of meant to be that, right?
Right now I'm on Untapped. I'm just kind of scrolling through.
I mean,
please.
Not too much sour, but not too much taste. Let's see. Not bringing the sour to their beers.
Looks like a pee test.
It does look a little
Definitely
urine-y.
dig the tartness. Kid approved.
Kid approved.
Kid is drinking this.
Gave my kid some beer. He liked it.
Let's get our opinions.
See what we got.
All
Cheers.
right, cheers.
Gentlemen. They're sour.
Not bad.
They're definitely sour. It's interesting. Yeah.
I mean, this is like my level of sour. I like this kind of bite.
Yeah, we were talking
I like
a little bit more
of that.
It's cool. It has like that sour kick to it without having that throw-up taste.
Yeah, it doesn't have a ton of flavor though.
That's the one thing. Yeah,
it's just sour.
Yeah, it's.
Like, I don't know if I'm tasting lemon. It's just sour.
Try again.
No, I could use a little more body to it.
Yeah,
is really what I'm at. Like,
yeah,
I can smell the sour. Like you're smelling like that bite, and you're tasting the bite, but the body of like having something almost like too little substance. Mm-hmm. You know, if that makes sense.
It does. Yeah.
Where these people say it's kind of like a seltzer. I can agree with that. It's kind of like a sour Bud Light. You know what I mean? There's just not. Well, it's just not a lot.
Which sounds
to it.
Disgusting.
It sounds disgusting, but it's actually not bad. I like the flavor. It's just I wish it had a little bit more.
Yeah, no, I know. It
was a little more full. But I mean, I'm not going to shy away from it. I mean, if it's offered, I'll drink it, and I could drink a full 16 ounce of this, no problem.
So they actually do have hard seltzer versions of these. I don't know if they're these flavors exactly, but on their website it says they've got black cherry, blue raspberry, lemon, and watermelon. And I think they had green apple somewhere else as well. So they also have versions called Smash Ups, which I don't know what that necessarily means. Yeah, I don't know what the Smash Ups are, but they've got... Oh, it's because they're different flavors. So they have like strawberry grape Smash Ups and mango melon as well.
Grape throws me off.
And orange pineapple.
Not many things that pull off grape.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm not digging this.
It's definitely... I can see where the Warheads come into play with this kind of flavor. Mm-hmm. It's definitely a Warheads sour beer. But does that just mean they made like the baseline sour beer and then just kind of threw some Warheads in?
Right.
Is that the X factor?
It does have the same effect on the tongue as a Warhead's. You know when know when your tongue, when you're eating a Warhead or really anything really sour, your tongue gets like shocked. It has that shock.
Yeah.
You know, I feel that. But yeah, I mean, Mike just refilled me up. I'm like, fuck you, Mike.
Yeah. Maybe don't do that with the rest of them.
What are we gonna do? We're gonna leave me?
Yes.
No,
Yes, we
no,
are.
No, we're not. That doesn't
Got 3 more to go.
We do. Yeah, I guess we can talk a little bit about the album at play, Unlimited Love by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes.
You know, classic band. You know, they've been out since for forever, I feel like.
Yeah,
late 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
So this one is very interesting because it's the first album to feature their longtime guitarist John Frusciante back in the band for a 3rd time. He left the band after Stadium Arcadium in 2006, 2007, around that time period. And then they released 2 albums since then that I'm just not a huge fan of. And then late 2019, they announced that John Frusciante was back in the band. And I'm like, holy shit, yes, this is amazing. And then
that's what that album was.
and then COVID hit. So like that delayed everything. So there's a lot of pressure on this album. For me, there's very high expectations. They take a long time in between albums to begin with.
Yep.
And then now, you know, I think their last album was maybe 2016, The Getaway. I'm not sure.
2016, yes.
To now, so you're talking 6 years, plus John coming back in the band, plus COVID hit, plus delays, plus not touring. A lot riding on this album. Mm-hmm. At least for me, I think I'm probably the biggest Chili Pepper fan out of the 3 of us.
Yeah.
We probably should have had Joey on this episode, but
we could have.
Yeah. But I think actually in talking with him, he sounds like his sentiments are the same.
Yeah, he wasn't too happy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was
it's a little rough.
Yeah, it was a letdown.
Well, I think a couple things play into that. Everything you said, you know, COVID, Frusciante coming back, not touring, not putting out an album for 6 years. Yeah. But also, it's 17 songs.
Yep.
And it's an hour and 13 minutes.
Yep.
If you don't like the first 3-4 songs, you're gonna hate the rest of the album.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately what happened with me, and I think with all of us.
Yep.
Yeah. There are some shining spots. It's not a 0. There are. I mean, it's Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
But at this point, you know, they're getting a lot older. They're, you know, how many albums do they have out at this point? They've got to have at least I just 12
don't,
maybe.
That never really. I get the idea. You get older, your music tastes change and all of that, but
10, 11, 12,
I just never really like grasp the idea that so you get boring, or like you start, like just because you've gotten older, like you had this. Yeah, maybe your energy dies a little bit, but doesn't mean you fucking start making shitty music.
Right.
These guys just
There were no fucking balls on this album. There were no balls. There was no energy.
Off the deep end.
Even the most energetic songs are just boring. Like Chad Smith is one of my favorite drummers of all time. He's one of like my top 3 who I look to, and he was just reduced to like nothing, like playing the same groove throughout. There's no variety. I actually think. Oh, sorry, you said Anthony Kiedis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was kind of boring. I think Flea still is the shining point on this album.
I mean, and he always really was the driving factor behind this band, in my opinion. Like, Anthony Kiedis had his crazy vocals and his crazy frontman lyrics and everything else. You know, Chad Smith is, don't get me wrong, great drummer. But Flea was always kind of the shining point of this band. You know, you had this guy who, on Stadium Arcadium, was playing the trumpet as well as, because that's what his first instrument was, as well as the bass. You know, he's always got these bass lines that are just fucking all over the place. You know, and then we're not talking Les Claypool where you're, what?
We're playing footsies.
Gotcha. We're not. I was thought I said something wrong. I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm on point for once. You know, he's not the Les Claypool where you get this like really fast, crazy bass line and you repeat it for fucking 4.5 minutes. I mean, his bass lines are just constantly changing and like all over. And even that, yes, he had his bass lines, but they still just they didn't They weren't enough to save this album.
No.
No.
I don't know.
And who's John Frusciante?
Where's John? That's what I'm.
If he came back,
can you come back? But don't be you. Why don't you play like the last three guys and dial it down a bit?
Like, there's just no. I mean, we'll get into it, but I'm 3, 4, 5 tracks in, and I'm waiting. I'm like, okay, when are they gonna like let loose here? When's the jam coming out? What's going on? And it really didn't happen. There were a couple songs that did happen on, but there's no like wailing guitar solos. Maybe that was the direction. Maybe it was in the production decisions. I don't know, but man, just a disappointment.
I agree.
Yeah.
And we can get in some tracks if you
Yeah,
like.
we'll get in some tracks. So it begins with the lead single off Black Summer. So when this came out, I was like, okay, cool, all right, I like it. You know, it wasn't like give it away, like holy shit, they're back. You know, but it was decent. It was all right.
It was a B-side on Stadium Arcadium.
Yeah.
That's what it was. And this was the lead single.
They're getting older.
I don't even know where else to go with it.
Although I'm looking through and I don't know what they would have chosen as a lead single. I think this pretty much sums up. Here's where we are. I think we're trying to be a little more commercial. We're older in our age, so we're kind of chill, but we're still us. This song
Under
was
the
that.
Bridge was chill.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was
Yep.
quintessential. We haven't said that in a few episodes.
It's been a while.
Good. Bring it back.
You know,
Yeah.
Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
And that was low key.
Mm-hmm.
This is just boring.
Yeah. I just get so mad on a lot of these albums or songs. You know, Chad Smith is a great drummer with great grooves, but he's playing the same groove all song long. Like he's on the ride cymbal, playing the same groove all song. But you know, and I've seen it, live performances, he's gonna vary it up and throw in more fills. It's like, why not just do that in a tame way on the album? Because that's what people want.
They have not put out an album since Stadium Arcadium. They haven't. In my opinion, that was the first Chili Peppers album that really, like, for me.
And John was on it. Like present every song, insane guitar solos.
So that was like, you can, you know, all the other Chili Peppers albums you've listened to, all those major singles, fine. That was the one that came out like in our prime. Where
Junior
we were just
year
like,
high school for me.
Bam.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it was huge. And in my opinion, they haven't even recorded an album since. Like,
Getaway.
I don't know what you could even.
I'm with you. It was decent.
I didn't listen to it.
I haven't listened to a single one since.
Yeah.
A full album. This is the first one I've listened to since Stadium Arcadium.
Mm-hmm.
Junior year of fucking high school.
Right. My biggest scare was when Frusciante left the band. I was like, they're going to lose that flavor. He was like the flavor to the band. They had a strong rhythm section with Flea and Chad, and then Anthony does his thing on lead vocals. Where's John? And I know the album I'm With You, The Getaway, I didn't really listen to at all. But there's just like no guitar work. So I'm thinking, all right, John's back. Mm-hmm. But I feel like the previous guitarist could have done the guitar work on this album.
I don't know who that was, sure.
Josh Klinghoffer.
Klinghoffer, yes.
Klinghoffer,
But
yes.
still, it doesn't make a difference. This is just disappointing.
But I mean, Black Summer has a good chorus. It drives.
If there had to be a single off of this album, it made sense. It was this song.
Yes, correct. Yeah,
because not too many of the other ones really tickle my goose.
Well, what's going to be the next
15 songs? But I don't know. The next track, Here Ever After, like, all right, this one was good.
More classic Chili Peppers.
This one sounded like a slowed down version of the song, by the way.
Yes.
You know?
The only thing is, and then we talked about this, was the drums. He's just...
Which is cool. Do that for the verses, then come in with a fucking groove for the chorus.
3.5 minutes. That's
3.5 minutes he's just doing toms. And the song doesn't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
But I like the melody of the chorus. I like the notes. I liked the song. It just didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Didn't go anywhere.
Again, they have
Such a letdown.
They have a sound, but they've always been known to take that sound and like expand on it.
Yeah.
And this was like, you know what? We've got a sound. Let's ride it out. Let's see what happens.
It's almost like they exploited the sound.
You ever heard of the Chili Peppers?
Yeah, because that's
an hour and 17 minutes of it.
Yeah, like.
Yeah,
I need to crack
And it's
another
funny
beer.
because when they first started, so I read Scar Tissue, which was the book by Anthony Kiedis.
Really?
Which
Oh,
was,
that's right. Yeah, you were talking about it.
It's a great book. I think I have a copy of it at home. And it's great to read about just his life building up into the band.
Apologies.
What?
I said apologies for spoiling entertainment.
When they wrote the first album, the producer, and I don't think it was Ruben at that time. It was
The
somebody,
very first album? Yeah.
It was somebody else. I love that album. Just because of how raw and authentic it is.
Right.
It is like what they expected. What you expected Chili Peppers to be.
Actually green.
So I was going to say, I'm all over the place. All these beers are like can color when you pour them, which is pretty impressive.
I mean, it's a little darker, obviously, because but
it's crazy. I'm looking at the
look at that.
pages.
It's like Shrek colored.
But I remember their first album. It was like the producer had written on each track like shit. Like,
yeah.
Like they bagged every like they still put the album out, and it was Real Men Love Kill Coyotes and like that whole. I thought that was a great album, but it was really knocked for what they were.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking late '80s, and they're putting out like a funk rock album, which no one was really doing. And I don't know. Now they're with Rick Rubin, which they've been with for years, and he's
was
like
on
the man.
Blood Sugar.
Yes.
And I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, how did you give this a nod and be like, you know what? This is where you need to go.
Mm-hmm. Especially in a time where, which we talked about on the last episode, rock music and its variations are struggling to find the breakthrough. And here you are, you have a chance to take one of the biggest rock bands of modern history, the modern last 30, 35 years, Chili Peppers. The guitarist that everyone loves is back in the band. It's post-COVID. Mm-hmm. And it just falls flat. It's like you said, a lot of these songs are like the B-sides to singles they've already put out.
Yeah.
It's, I guess we're jumping in to the green apple.
Ooh, you smell it?
I smelt it.
Holy
smelt it.
Shit.
Smells like green apple.
But it doesn't have as much flavor.
No.
Oh,
it's weird.
Unfortunate. Anyway.
It's strange. It's kind of a dud.
Oh.
I'm going to need some fucking Tums after this.
Am I
that
wrong,
is
though?
weird.
Like, I feel like it doesn't have any backing to it after, like
the very, very, very back taste has, like, a slight green apple, but the rest is just, like, kind of chemically.
It's like...
It smells...
sour syrup.
It smells exactly like green apple.
Yeah.
At least to me, like a green apple sour. If you put it, like, a Warhead in water and let it dissolve.
I am a green apple sucker. Like, I will go green apple anything. I love that sour...
Yeah, you like fucking that.
Yeah.
I love that sour green apple flavor. Like, with
like blow pops.
All that. That's my go-to. This is very bland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a disappointing transfer of smell to taste.
You're totally right. It smells better than it tastes.
Yeah.
I hope it's not this to this, but reminds me of the High C Echo Blaster. You remember that?
Wow.
That was classic.
They came back with those a while ago.
The green one, right?
Yeah.
I remember drinking
Slimer on it.
Yeah, for
I remember drinking that one time, and I got really sick. I was a young kid. I fucking yacked it. It was all green in the bathtub.
Do you drink it anymore?
No, I don't. No. Yeah. Too many people died.
Just the way it goes.
Yeah.
That was classic, though.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. Like,
kind of skunky.
There is.
It smells weird.
It does have a green apple sour smell.
The taste is.
There is a hint of green apple.
There is.
Kind of like put a little. a little bit, but nothing more than that boop.
Oh. Yeah. All right.
Aquatic Mouth Dance.
Probably the most funky on the album.
This is I like this song.
Yeah. Great song. Good bass line, obviously.
They bring like horns in later in that
by the end of
track,
it.
yeah.
But it's just it doesn't go anywhere. It's the same rhythm the whole
Chad Smith
song.
Is very disappointing.
Like, let loose.
Yeah.
Fucking let loose. Have that breakdown. And I'm sorry, I don't want to keep harping on the past, but if this was on Blood Sugar, they would like have like a 3-second rest, and then they'd come in with like a fucking jam and like heavy guitar. It didn't happen here. I was just waiting for them to let loose. And like Californication, great songs. You know, By the Way wasn't my favorite, but had some great songs. Stadium Arcadium, we already talked about. They just didn't let loose here. This song had a great opportunity for them once the horns come in.
It did let loose a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think that also just sounds like it does let loose because there are more people
Because the horns are coming in all of a sudden. Ooh, you know.
Oh, they can carry some of the slack that we have.
I would have loved to have a little call and response between the horns and Frusciante, trading solos back and forth, and it didn't happen.
It did not.
Oh.
I just feel like even Anthony Kiedis, like, he's just so disappointing as a vocalist on this album.
Yeah.
He's boring.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't... It's just all his...
Yeah. They're like rhythmic, yeah.
Like, there's no variation. There's no singing. It's just almost like a rhythmic like... Bah, 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 bah. I'm like, what do you... I don't know. There's just not much going on.
Yeah.
This song could be so much better if he had something else to give vocally.
Right.
Yeah.
It was just very boring.
I think a part of that too is, you know, you go to see like Billy Joel or some other kind of artist that's been around for a long time. You go see them live and all their songs are pitched down and slowed down just because they're getting a little bit older. And I don't know how old they are. I don't want to play the age card at all. But I think when you get to this level in your discography, you kind of don't have the same energy that you had when you were, 4 or 5 albums deep.
Right. But you watch them play live. I've seen TV performances of songs on this album. They're still jumping around like...
I don't even care about that. Like, it doesn't even have to be like he's hitting fucking unreasonably high notes.
I don't expect that much.
Just put out the energy.
Bro, you're in a studio. You have to record one song a day. Like,
it's
or
like...
one song a month, realistically.
Yeah.
Like, put some energy into it.
Yeah.
It goes to show that every album has 1 or 2 really, really good songs. Mm-hmm. And every other song is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, you know... Does it make them overrated?
I don't know.
I don't hate to say that out. I know that's... But does it put them as an overrated band? Like, they're made out to be better than they really are?
They just fucking groove. They groove, and then the
but
guitar comes... You're totally right. You're totally right.
You know,
I'm not arguing
when
with
they
you.
groove, they groove.
Yeah.
But how often do they...
Their live show is
We had this
fantastic.
conversation.
Yeah.
You know, because we were kind of debating between Chili Peppers in New York or Rage in New York.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I very clearly stated I would see Rage 100 times over before I saw Chili Peppers. Mm-hmm. And I had the option in high school to see them, and at high school you don't have the money, you make stupid decisions, whatever. But at now, 33 years old, if you told me $150 for Rage or $150 to see Chili Peppers, I'd pay Rage all day long. It's just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of I want to go see Ray. I want to see both.
Yeah.
But if I had to flip a coin or choose, it would be the Chili Peppers for me because I just want to see them jam for once. Now that John is back in the band, I feel like I have this really short window. Yeah. I got to see them, No,
I hear you. Trust me.
But
play some of the classics,
Yeah, like I want to see Give It Away live.
But I feel like they would play a fair bit of this album.
They
too.
would,
right? Because they're on tour for it now.
But
they're playing the big hits.
At least Rage, I know they're playing the singles because it's all they got.
It's all they got. Right? They don't have any.
I am seeing Rage.
Yeah. Right. All right.
Not the one it blows.
I don't like this at all. Next.
It's been on, I forgot.
So, Next
it doesn't,
one,
stays at that level.
Yeah. Poster Child.
Here's my take on Poster Child. This is the lame version of We Didn't Start the Fire. Because he just says and this happened and then it happened over here and now it's the 80s and then this happened and it's like
it's true.
Name dropping a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. It's like events that happened and things that were going on. And it was just like, why?
This groove had another great opportunity to go somewhere with it and to jam out by the end. Like, throw a little fucking bell on the ride cymbal there, Chad. Maybe Rick told you not to. I don't know, but it didn't happen.
And he's been really big on the coming in like that little roll into the snap with the phlegm and then come in. And I'm like, how many times are you going to do that, bro?
Right. There's not even a crash cymbal in this. He just keeps playing the groove. But it's funky. It's like, it's fun, but it just doesn't go anywhere. And it's 5 minutes long.
And then
way too long.
But you compare this to like a Hump to Bump where he's playing percussion for ages.
Yes.
He's playing every percussion instrument you can think of. Like, what the fuck?
Cool little open hi-hat there.
Whoa.
I don't want to.
Yeah, you're worthy. You can pick it up.
I saw that. Yeah. He was worthy.
Next song, The Great Apes. I don't know. Fuck.
It just... Oh, this is so bad.
Do I have another drink?
Like, this one kind of went back to the same, like, harmony that Flea and Frusciante had on Stadium Arcadium. So it's kind of like a throwback to me, but it just didn't have much substance. The chorus was kind of cool. I like the guitar work on the guitarist.
The clitoris?
The clitoris.
Man.
A lot of beer consumed today. A lot of beer.
They're riding on the clitoris pretty good.
Just The Great Apes, though. What is that? I don't fucking know.
Planet of the Apes? I don't know.
The Great Planet of the Apes?
All
right, I don't think they'll... Since it just came out, I don't think Genius will have this on there.
Yeah. I've been so bored, I'm not even looking at the track listing shit on here.
Oh, I like the line. Superstar, don't do the dishes. I thought that was stupid, but it was funny.
Yeah.
But you repeated that like 4 times at the song. You're like, okay. Oh, they do? Okay. Great Apes.
Some chick out of Rolling Stone gave it 4 out of 5.
What's Rolling Stone?
Rolling Stone.
How are they?
I have problems with them.
Rolling Stone.
They are very biased. They're so biased with their shit.
Yeah.
They favor so many artists over others.
I agree.
I feel like, this shit, it came out on, we should have known. It came out on April Fool's.
Yeah, right.
Gotcha, guys. It sucks.
What if this whole thing is a social experiment?
Like, what is 4 out of 5 out of this? I'm not giving this a 9.
Oh, God, no.
Can you read
4
her?
4 out of 5's an 8, but it's fine.
I was rounding up.
I was rounding. Can you read her why she gave it a 4 out of 5?
It just says.
Does it have you pay?
I might have to donate. No,
oh, fuck that.
It says received generally favorable.
Oh God,
reviews.
it's only natural. Is like not natural. Next song.
Next.
I'm just trying to keep a move on because we have 20,000 songs to talk about. Their albums are so long. Why?
It's like a playlist.
I think that's in general. Clash. I don't know who Clash is. Rated the album 9 out of 10.
The Clash?
With reviewer Isabella Miller.
Are we missing something?
Yes, apparently.
Money from the label.
Because it is a celebration of union, friendship, and life, all manifested across 17 tracks. I still don't know what that means.
Thank you for my check, Warner Records. I will give you a 9 out of 10.
I think that
Praise the lyrics and the musicianship, writing that is a fascinating to hear band nearly 40 years into their career try and reach their audience in a different way. It's trash.
I think this person read the album title and was like, all right, how can I write an article off those 2 words?
Wall of Sound, Dwayne James rated this album 9 out of 10.
The Rock Johnson?
Yeah. Writing it seems like the most organic work they've released in over a decade and absolutely worth listening to in whole and on repeat.
Not on repeat.
This is the second time I'm listening to it right now.
Me too.
And I'm struggling.
Did you get all the way through is the thing?
During a Nerf battle, yes.
A Nerf battle?
Yes.
Something had to pique his interest.
Yes. Me and Mikey, I flipped over tables and we were hiding behind tables shooting each other with Nerf darts while this was playing. It is not the most ideal Nerf battle music.
No.
Lamb of God would have been better, but...
I think there was an album after Stadium Arcadium, I'm With You. Oh. I like this better than that.
Mark Richardson of Wall Street Journal said the album lacked energy and purpose.
Yes,
and that it features their classic sound, but little that's new or exciting. Wall Street Journal.
There you go.
You got us.
Shout out, boys.
Mark, can we get Mark Richardson? Mark Richardson on the phone, motherfuckers.
Yes,
let's
get
go.
him on.
Dial him in. Get him on the pod.
That's where
I'll do
I'm
a virtual ep with Mark.
Phil Mongredian of The Guardian described the album as bloated and self-indulgent.
I love that we're not even talking about it anymore.
With barely
just reading
other people's reviews.
With barely a memorable melody or thought-provoking lyric among 17 tracks.
So I have a fun little tidbit that I got from Genius. Chili Peppers started recording and working on the album in 2021 at Rick Rubin's Shangri-La studio in Malibu. An initial selection of around 100 tracks were trimmed down to slightly less than 50 recorded songs, 17 of which would eventually make the cut for the album's final track list. So they started with 100 tracks. These are the 17 best. Like, some people can pull that off, right? There are some artists that can record in bulk and then, trim it down to actually good music. This is just disappointing. Well, there's 100 tracks that were written, I believe.
I have them all right here. We're going to talk about all of them, right? I talked to Rick. He gave me the... Ricky!
Well, we didn't give it more than a 9 out of 10, so we don't get the...
Oh my god!
So where are we? Where are we in the tracks?
I'm
on She's a Lover.
Oh, I'm on These Are the Ways.
All right, wait. Did we skip anything? It's Only Natural.
Oh yeah, we skipped It's Only Natural.
She's a Lover. I mean, She's a Lover. They just didn't let loose. They're not letting loose.
They took songs they already had, they dumbed them down, and then they put out a new song. It's all they did.
Yeah.
There's nothing new. They're really nothing memorable. There's nothing special. They sound like B-side versions of everything else.
All right, your face looks really funny. We're doing that.
Let's take a break from this and let's
calm ourselves.
Watermelon.
I've not high hopes for this one. Oh, okay.
And I'm not a big hold on. I'm not a big watermelon guy.
No, this one has the best flavor so far.
A little bit, yeah. It's. I think it's a little bit better.
I think it's not even that's the best flavor; it's the most flavorful.
It's funny because it didn't smell the best. The other two smelt like they were actually green apple and lemon.
This tastes like
but this one,
watermelon candy.
A little bit.
We're all fucking loaded.
This is the smelliest episode.
No, nothing smells. It's just a rough episode. It has the most flavor.
Very flavorful.
Yes.
This is what you would expect.
Yeah.
From a watermelon Warhead beer, sour. Mm-hmm. This is what... Yeah, so far, and I do not like watermelon drinks. So far, this is
I'm just trying
number
to
one.
organize them in...
Oh, we're ranking it, right?
Bam.
Yeah. Okay.
It's my ranking so far.
So far. I'm expecting big from Blue Raz, just letting you know.
Blue Raz is carrying.
Yeah.
We don't know, but it is.
Yeah, She's a Lover. I mean, it grooves, but again, there's just no variation. There's just... I don't know. What number are we on? Oh my god.
I'm going to be completely honest.
Yep.
Do you guys have literally anything to say about the last... From 8 to 17.
Where are we at in time?
Well, let's listen to... We have to listen to These Are the Ways.
There's a couple I like.
43 minutes.
Well, These Are the Ways.
We're fine, yeah.
43 minutes already?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
For the beer.
Yeah,
These Are the Ways is the next...
yeah.
This next single. So let's put it out there.
Yeah. Okay, so this was a single. We can talk about that.
This one... Alright, they took a risk because the verses are slower in tempo. The chorus builds it up and they go at it. This was good. This was good. I've seen it on a lot of like live performances on TV, and they do a good job with this. It fits in with who they are, but still though, like Anthony didn't really go for it. John didn't really go for it. Like finally, we're seeing a lot of variation from Chad, but I don't know.
But are we really? I mean, he's just playing hard on the snare and then rolling around.
I'm saying variation, like
he's not playing
fill.
Oh, a fill. Okay.
A cymbal hit
because
hi hat to ride cymbal.
When you say Chad variation, I think of hump to bump. I think of like that.
Right.
So this to me is not a Chad variation. This is a 𝙒𝙧 variation.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
It's just still nothing going on.
Yeah.
I thought this was a decent track. Though.
Which one?
These Are the Ways.
Yeah, yes.
But I think it's a better single than
Black Summer.
Black Summer.
Mm-hmm. But in comparison, like with the rest of the album, it makes sense that it was a single. Yeah. But in terms of their singles that they've released before this, it's
nowhere near close.
Yeah, not even in the same ballpark.
What you thinking? Boring.
This might.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what
I'm thinking. It's boring.
These Are the Ways might be one of the better songs on the album, which is scary.
Right.
It is scary.
Bastards of Light. Still can't hear it 10 seconds into it. We're tearing this out.
That happened before. It was I think it was Here Ever After. It starts with just nothing. For
Which is okay. I mean, the artistic kind of flair, but
like
white braids and pillow chair. Is that like grandma fucking?
White braids. Oh.
Like, what are we doing here?
Well, she needs to be comfortable. She has to sit in the pillow chair.
Gilf.
They should have called it White Braids and Shower Chair.
You knitting motherfucker.
Yeah, I don't. No.
White Braids in the Andy Griffith Show.
No.
Yeah, no, there's no personality to it.
Okay, the next one, One Way Traffic. This is actually one of my takeaways from the later half of the album.
Nice little groove.
This is what Chili Peppers are to me. It's still reserved. I'm not thrilled with it.
Just can't get past that.
Yeah.
Why are they so fucking boring?
Yeah. It's boring.
But really,
They held back. I think they are the room temperature Chili Peppers right now.
Oh my God, you've been waiting the whole time to say
I
that.
have.
You have. You blew your load.
I swear to God, I was 6 tracks through the album. That was the first term that came to my mind. I'm like, they are room temperature right now. They're not red hot.
Yeah.
But this one, like, kind of brings me back to the Stadium Arcadium songs, like the Tell Me Baby kind of, mainstream rock kind of funk hits. So, but it just didn't. There's no balls to it. There's no balls.
But he's even not very melodic in his vocals.
Yeah, he is kind of just playing what the guitar's playing or whatever.
Rhythm.
Oh, well, yeah, that, yeah. Well, yeah.
Like, it's all just...
He's kind of like not even singing. It's just kind of just rapping, but are just talking what the words
it's
are.
Like shitty. It's shitty talking with the guitar, and the guitar, the bass, and that was one of their big things. Was like the guitar ran its track, the bass ran its track, and the vocals ran its track, and somehow they all came together. Now they're all just like together. Mm-hmm. It's just boring. There's no diversity at all.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Although this song is okay.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind the song.
Yep. I could see that, like, we're catching this early on in the release. Single. I can see that as being a single. And then we have Veronica.
Where is she? Where is she?
He's from L.A., not Chicago. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then...
Let him cry. Finally, I've been waiting to cry.
It just lacks.
This should just be a
balls.
Listen, I don't even like Hootie and the Blowfish. You should have made this a cover. Let her cry.
So I thought you might like this one a little more because it has a little reggae, the upstroke through it. But no, you don't like it. It's fine.
This song wasn't terrible.
What, Let Him Cry?
Yeah, but am I going to seek it out? Am I going to seek any of these songs out?
I think the biggest problem is at this point.
I'm so far.
I've been checked out for 7 tracks.
Out. Yeah,
I was checked out after the first track.
Like, I completely agree.
Here's your first single, and I'm just like, no. And then why am I listening? Because I have to.
Right.
Joseph Snod.
We're all ripping them. I'm not the only one.
It just could have been so much better. Well, maybe it couldn't have. They had 100 tracks, and these are the best 17. It would not be better.
Well, they had 100 written. They had 50 recorded, and 17 put on the album.
That's still...
And these are the best.
The odds are in your fucking favor. And you fucked it up.
And it's Rick Rubin. He's one of the best of the best.
That's the other thing. That's the elephant in the room. It's Rick Rubin.
I don't think he had too much creative say in this, though. He was probably just like, all right, do what you guys want to do, and then I'll pick, songs. And then they were all pretty much like this. And he's like, fuck, all right, well, I'll put 17 out. Maybe some of them get put on, like, a good rock playlist on Spotify, and maybe we'll get
17? Views. Like, why not 14? Or even 12?
How many are
well, because it's Chili Peppers. They always have.
I'm at 15.
Yeah.
I'm already...
I mean, Let 'Em Cry, there was a nice little guitar solo at the end. Finally, towards the end of the album, John's here. Hi, John.
I skipped it.
I did too.
Right.
I did too.
But that's the problem. It's all skippable that you're not going to really see it once it does come around. The heavy wing. I'm just aggravated.
This one, it was a little bit of heaviness, but even then, not even enough to be remotely interesting.
Yeah, they're this song they kind of let out a little bit. They let loose a little bit.
Oh, you're letting loose too.
We all are.
At this point, fuck it.
Yeah. But at this point it's just like too little too late for me. It's too little too late. This song doesn't really stand out to me too. I don't know.
Well, let's see what it ends with. Tangelo.
Oh God. I never want to hear that song again.
I didn't think I'd ever utter the word Tangelo. Like, I didn't think those
Is it
combinations.
Tangelo?
Like Mike Tangelo?
I never want to hear this song ever again.
This sounds like some kind of like mythical, like you'd hear this in
I don't
like
want
the
to hear
forest.
this album ever again.
Yeah.
I will never turn a song on this album ever again.
No.
Ever.
Yeah. We got a blue raspberry.
Yeah,
Let's wrap them up, boys.
Jesus.
Overall, I give this album like an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty solid.
Do you really work for Rolling Stone?
9 out of 10. Like, what are these 5?
Thank you to Warner Records
4 out
for
of
this.
5. Wall Street Journal, The Guardian, and Stereogum or whatever it is.
Stereo gum.
Stereo
Like if you someone
gum.
put gum in your
That's what I
stereo.
said, stereo
You said
gum.
stereogum.
Stereogum. What is it? Okay. Fuck both of you.
Stereogum?
Stereogum.
Stereogum. Stereogum.
Those are the people that we agree with, so fuck off. Because everyone else...
They're homies. Who's the guy from Wall Street Journal we're going to get on the show?
Mark Richardson.
I like how you're saying we are.
We're going to do it.
Yeah.
It's happening.
All right.
Mark.
Doesn't really smell too...
Oh, my Lord. Look at that.
That's Baja Blast.
That is...
Dude, he went for it.
Diabetes.
Oh my God, it's so dark.
Wow.
It's very dark.
Diabetes.
Diabetes. All right.
This is awful.
Well, we got one more beer.
Let's just focus on the beer.
Mike, just focus on the beer. I'm actually going to pause the music so it's not playing in my ear anymore.
No, I turned it off. Oh man, we should have done the Japanese CD bonus version. There's another song.
Another one?
The 18th out
Probably
of 50th.
the Nerve Flip. Probably the best song.
Pull it up.
I'm going to pull it up right now.
Please don't.
Wait, before. Blue
All right,
raspberry.
well, yeah, we got one more. Let's try out the blue
That is
raspberry. Maybe
dark
this one will
as
save it.
fucking Shit. Not bad.
I like that one.
This is what I'm talking about.
I think that one's my favorite.
These last, so I think the order's good. Oh my God. I've been letting him go, but that was impressive. This.
You ever seen that episode of Family Guy where he's farting with the guy next to him in the stall and then they make the song? That's what I feel like is going on right now. It's like dueling banjos.
Oh, God. Well,
It's good beer. I actually like this one.
Yeah.
That's probably...
We're going to find out if we get flagged on our first
So now I'm
episode
going to show
here.
you how I use Grammarly to edit.
Guys, use Grammarly.
Are you shitting me?
3 seconds into the song, already better. Oh.
Cancel. Are you serious? That was all they got? What the hell?
I use Grammarly for all...
That was all I had. A 10-second song. But still, that 10 seconds is better than the whole album.
All right, what are we doing here? Let's
Oh my God.
Let's
Can we just
tracks.
come up with a... None
Tracks.
of them.
If you gotta give it to one, I honestly think I'll give it to Aquatic Mouth Dance.
Okay.
I thought that was my favorite. At least it had something to hold on to.
Yep.
It had the horns. They were kind of
Theoretically,
lifted
though,
up
should
a
that
bit.
be our sleeper because it wasn't a single?
That's true.
It's not my sleeper.
So then these are
Well, that was
the
my favorite
ways?
track. I'm not gonna say it was a...
I'm Black Summer is my favorite song on the album. I don't know if
Sorry.
it's my first
I get
impression
it,
of the
I get
album,
it.
but
Yeah.
I don't know. But it is boring in its own right. But I can't put these are the ways over that. I can't put.
I can.
All right. I don't know. I don't
know either.
Least favorite track?
The rest?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tangela. If I had to pick one, it's Tangela.
That was terrible. I can.
I don't want an album to end like that.
Yeah.
I don't want to have that anywhere.
I'll agree with you, I guess.
Okay. Sleepy Dark Horse. Mine's One Way Traffic.
I guess I gotta.
I guess I can go with Aquatic Mouth Dance only because it wasn't a single.
Not yet.
Still was kind of boring.
Can I say my favorite and sleeper are the same track? I kind of want to.
My favorite sleeper.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I'm gonna say that.
Okay.
I gotta say, One Way Traffic was.
Yeah,
it's a cute
highlight in the back half of boring.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why. Yes.
It's I don't know.
All right, let's put a number on it.
Yeah, I guess we can rate it. I genuinely, I'm gonna give it a 0.5.
Wow, that low.
I did not like this one bit. There was a glimmer here and there of like, oh, there's a little something here that's enjoyable. But 17 tracks, an hour and 17 minutes? An hour and 13 minutes. Even for a regular album, that's too long. You waited 6 years to give this to your fans.
You got your guitarist back.
You got the best producer of all time, arguably, back on this. You wrote 50 fucking songs. You wrote 100, recorded 50, cut it down to 17, and this is the best you get. It's embarrassing. I feel bad for Chili Peppers fans that waited all this time for this. 0.5. It's not a 0. There are some elements, but I will never listen to this again in my life.
Damn.
Give it a 1?
I'm giving it a 1.
1.
I'm giving it a 1. A little bit higher than you, but only because... I don't know, actually.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to change. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I think it was really great.
I'm giving it a 1. I will never... I will literally never listen to a Chili Peppers album after Stadium Arcadium at all. I won't even go at a single, nothing. Black Summer was awful. When I heard that single, I was like, I didn't even want to listen to the album. I mean, this was just... I hate the dentist, and I'd rather have teeth pulled. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah. That was terrible.
All right, I'm going to be a little more...
I figured you'd be a bit more generous.
But still not... I'm giving it a 4. You know?
A lot higher than I thought you'd give it.
Yeah, that's impressive. That's
you impressive. Like 4 out of... Like 40% of the tracks you think are good.
That's like 6 songs.
I could probably pull 5 or 6 songs out of this that are decent, but this is nowhere near any of their other stuff.
No, not even close.
Yeah, after this episode wraps up, I'm not going to be playing this album.
Nope. Let's get back spin time for me.
Yeah. It's just, I just feel so defeated.
This is bad.
It's okay. You went through a lot of trauma. It's okay. We made it through. We're done.
Yes.
We're done with Unlimited Love. Yep. It is quite opposite of the title, by the way. This is
very limited.
This is Unlimited Hate.
Yes.
Brutal.
Let's talk about the drinks, boys.
All right, so we
great. This might have been one of our shittiest.
So
content though.
It's definitely content.
All right. Overall, as a
do we agree with the lineup?
I like the blue raspberry the best.
Yeah.
Watermelon was the second best.
Yeah.
I'll give lemon 3, green apple 4. So best to worst if you're looking at it on the visual part of the episode.
My only difference is I'm swapping green apple and lemon.
Did not like the lemon.
Lemon was my least favorite. It tastes like piss. It looked like piss.
It
didn't taste like lemon.
It was a little urine
like lemon had a little more flavor. Green apple was kind of a dud. Like I expected more out of green apple, which is what killed me. True.
I do like how they got the green color though. So I'm giving that edge.
Wait, let me see your tongue. Ooh, it's a little blue.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike's is blue as well. You gotta cut that, you drank a lot of Gatorade. Should we give them like an overall rating?
Yeah, overall rating, we already ranked them. I mean, I'm going to give them a 5.
As a combo? I was going with 5.
I was going to go 4.
Okay, 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I thought if you're gonna go Warheads, like extreme sour, like I expected these to have fucking killer bite, great flavor, like that. They were just gonna be like, it was like almost drinking candy.
Yeah.
And I felt they were watered down.
Yeah.
Candy.
You can't even drink a lot of these.
Yeah,
you can't drink
awful,
a lot of them.
This is.
I'd have a stomach
It's a
ache,
novelty.
heartburn.
Ooh, guys, look at this. Remember that candy we had? They made a beer of it. Like, it's just novelty.
I just expected, like...
There have been more gases released in this episode than in any other one.
Unlimited gas.
on!
Unlimited gas.
That's gotta be the episode name. Unlimited gas.
Oh. This is the epitome of judge a book by a cover
We
beer.
just don't know what else to do. I just expected, again, like when you like extreme sour, Warhead, like I wanted to kick you in the fucking mouth beer.
Which is what I wanted from the fucking Chili Peppers. Kick you in the mouth. We're back. We're fucking back.
Well, they haven't been back since 07.
Oh, fucking 7. Oh, shit.
Oh, boy.
Where are we at?
We're a bit over an hour.
So
Oh,
we just
my
went
Lord.
from a sweep to possibly the lowest rated beer album combo ever.
I believe so, yes.
And a pretty decent pairing short episode to whatever the hell this was long episode.
This is the colorful, but this is like the hot girl in high school. And
All right.
you look at her and
Do we
you're
have
like, what
anything
the
else to
fuck is
rank?
beyond that?
Are we done? Are we done?
Yeah, shout them out.
Shout
We're
out.
done. Shout them out.
Give them
Shout 'em out.
shout outs they deserve.
Shout them out.
They deserve to
The
be
Red
shouted
Hot
out.
Chili Peppers. They're just Chili Peppers on the Instagrams. And, yeah, I mean, this is not this album. There's plenty of others to listen to, unfortunately. But then we have Artisanal
Brew
Yeah, where's
Works.
that out of?
I'm looking
They
at it right
are out of
now. Right here, I got it.
Everett, Saratoga Springs, New York.
Yes.
Under special agreement with Everett, Mass, which I
Yes.
believe is where Warheads is coming from.
So their Instagram is Artisanal Brew.
Okay.
So check them out there. Great concept for the
Yeah,
beers. You know,
yeah.
they're
Oh my God.
they're tackling.
Such
You know,
a
they're
great
trying
concept.
to get after us.
Oh, really?
A fucking
yeah.
concept, baby.
No,
You know,
I
they're-
love Warheads. I love sour beers. Like, I was pumped for these.
Mm-hmm.
And then just... Oh, I know.
And then just...
Yeah. Well, there's that. Next episode.
This
84,
has been the Hops and Bops
Yeah.
podcast, baby.
Episode 84.
Hey, do you guys want to do an episode at Tribus?
We
Yeah,
should.
they're right down the road.
Let's go right now.
Want to go right now?
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
gonna
sweet.
go do an episode over there.
Yeah, we are.
That'll be way better.
Yeah. Next episode's going to be a great one. You don't want to miss it. We are going to be at Tribus recording an episode there. And we're going to have our good friends Jake and Isaac who work for Tribus. They're going to be joining us on the full episode. We're going to be talking about one of actually their favorite albums.
Yeah.
This idea came from them. They were talking about this album. It's called Channel Orange by Frank Ocean.
It is.
And at the time, I noticed they had a beer called Orange Fool on tap, which is one of their orange creamsicle styled sours. So we're going to be pairing the two. The 5 of us will be talking there at Tribus about the album, the beer. So it's going to be a not miss episode for sure.
Yes.
Great stuff coming your
Sure.
way. So there you go. All right.
Woo!
We are the Hops and Bops podcast. We do it all here. We cover it no matter what.
No matter
Follow
what.
us on the socials. Check us out. Watch us and stream us wherever you get your podcast. We really appreciate the support. And yeah, we'll see you next time. For Tom and Mike, I've been Joe.
Peace!